What's going on there, YouTube? And welcome to Fresh Comic Stories. Guys, this is the channel where we basically sit down and cover different kinds of comic book stories. Now, guys, today we are going to jump back into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles storyline, and we're going to pick up with issue number 5. Now, the reason why we are only going to cover this book in today's video, because this book kind of builds up on the origin of the Turtles, but also because this is Raphael's graduation day in this book right here. And so guys, I want to sit down and cover this book alone in this video. But anyways, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button down below and also subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, well, let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But let's dive into the graduation day of Raphael. So when it comes to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 5, this book is kind of standalone because it is the Turtles' graduation day. But at the same time, this book is adding on to the possible origin for the Turtles and Splinter. Because we pick up with Splinter trying to get back to the sewers to his turtles. But on his way home, he runs into a bunch of thugs who work for Hob, the cat that was mutated earlier back in Volume 1, who wants to get revenge. But you have Splinter tell us that this moment is very familiar to him, like this had happened in the past life of his. And that is when we get a glimpse of a random man who looks like a master ninja doing the same moves Splinter was doing in the present day. But we did get to learn about this random person because you have Splinter tell a story about this ninja, and his name is Hamato Yoshi. And I really hope I pronounced that name correctly. But you have Splinter tell the story how Hamato Yoshi was a powerful man in the early years of Japan. But he was always fighting against a man named Oroku Saki, who I also hope I pronounced his name correctly as well. But he was also a powerful ninja as well too. But Saki was the leader of the Foot Ninjas. Now this is huge because Splinter is basically telling us that the Foot Clan go way back to the early days of Japan. Now also remember, the Turtles and Splinter don't really know much about the Foot Clan. They only met them once back in Volume 1. But to continue on with the story of Yoshi, he used to work alongside with Saki until Saki's ways became more violent and ruthless, which was something Yoshi did not really agree on. We then come to find out that Hamato Yoshi had a wife and also 4 sons as well, which all wearing the same colors that our favorite turtles wear as well. And so you have Splinter tell us that as soon as Hamato Yoshi left the Foot Clan, well, Oroku Saki sent ninjas to kill off Yoshi's family for betrayal. Now, Hamato Yoshi does make it in time to take care of the ninjas to save his son, but he is unable to save his wife, who of course dies. And with his wife dying, you have Hamato Yoshi's wife basically tell him that he has to take care of their children. Go into hiding somewhere and never let the Foot Clan find you guys, because they were going to kill his sons. And most of them were just toddlers. Only the oldest son could have been a tad bit older than the rest. But you have Hamato Yoshi take his sons into hiding, hoping that the Foot Clan never finds them. Now, we do get about a 2-page setting in the present day that will begin the possibility of April O'Neil and Casey Jones coming together. The reason why I say that is because you have Casey Jones' hockey coach come to him and tell him about his grades slipping, that he needs to get his grades up if he wants to keep playing on the hockey team, which works out because then you have April O'Neil put up a flyer that says she is offering tutoring as a way to make extra money on the side for school. And so this will be the way how the two characters come together, which is honestly pretty simple, but still in a good way. Now we jump back in the past and we pick up with Hamato Yoshi and his 4 sons. And we see that many years have passed by and they now live in the mountains, hoping not to be found by the Foot Clan. But while they are celebrating another day of living, that is when you have Saki appear in front of Yoshi and his sons with an army to just bring down Yoshi. Which the next page shows how Saki had executed Yoshi's sons. And then after they all died, that is when Yoshi is killed off as well, which is huge to see. But the reason why this story is being told is because there could be a connection with Yoshi and his sons to Splinter and the Turtles. That this could be reincarnation, that Yoshi and his sons were Splinter and the Turtles in the past, and they were reborn in a new life as Turtles and the Rat. Because Splinter is remembering the story of Yoshi and his sons so well, like he was there and he lived through those moments, which has to mean that he was Master Yoshi in the past life. But to close off this video in this particular story, you have Splinter finally make it back to the sewers. But when he gets there, he has gifts for his turtles, which is them getting their mask, the ones that with different colors to kind of help us to tell them apart. But in volume 1, they all worn red because it was Raphael's favorite color. And since he was missing, they worn it until they were able to find him. But with them being back together now, they all be wearing their own favorite color. But Raphael does get his weapons as well of saying he had graduated. But then you have Donatello then ask Splinter, how did he know that it was Ralph's favorite color? And you have Splinter sit down with his turtles to tell them the story about Yoshi and his sons. And this is the end of today's video. And so guys, please leave me a like down below and also subscribe for more comic book stories like this in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, well, let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But guys, I will see you on the next comic book video. Later guys, have a good day.